Good evening, everyone. Andarki namaskaram. Ivalti mana Vidya Shakti class ki andarki swagatam. So today we are meeting in our 7th grade English class. So last week we had learned few concepts. So this class will be a continuation of what you have learned in your previous class. Okay. So last Wednesday we had some introduction to topics. So this week we will continue. So before that, I welcome all the students along with teachers and supporting staff for today's session. So I'm sure you might have had a long day. So you might have been busy with your classes, extracurricular activities, games, and sports. Kada? So at the end of the day, let's learn something new, something interesting. Okay, na? So before we begin our class, I will share the screen with you. Okay, so as usual, so what do we say before every class? Before we start with the lesson or content, we always learn something new, something interesting. Kada? So 7th grade students are always on time. Most of you log in on time, which is very nice. And we expect more active participation from you. Okay, na? So, Chudam, ivalati mana class no, I'm just starting the screen sharing. It is taking a while. Permission. So, ఇప్పుడు మీకు స్క్రీన్ కనబడుతుంది చూడండి. Yeah. So this is our 7th grade English class. Kada? So once again, I welcome you all for our English class today. So ivalati mana class lo, let's see what new and important things we are going to learn. As I already told you, before getting into the actual lesson, what do we learn? We learn something interesting. We learn something important. Okay, so daniki I will slowly switch the screen. Oka chinna quiz chedam. So this quiz has a few questions from English, few questions from science, okay, and few riddles anamata. Podupu kathalu. So I hope you all like it. So if you know the answer, you can enter the answer in the chat box. Meeku system దగ్గరలో ఉంటే you can take the help of your teachers and try to enter the answers in the chat box. లేకపోతే you can note it down or you can guess the answers. It is going to be fun. Okay, now let's start. Children, what is the first question? Choose the correct meaning of the word big. Big అనే పదానికి సరైన అర్థం ఏంటి? Short, tiny, large, small. A, B, C, D అనే ఆన్సర్ ని మీరు గెస్ చేయవచ్చు, ఆన్సర్ ని ఎంటర్ చేయవచ్చు. Okay, so I am guessing the answer as the meaning of the word big. Large. Next question. What is the opposite of happy? Happy అనే word కి opposite ఏంటి? Glad, sad, jolly, serious. What is the opposite of happy? Now I'm guessing the answer as sad. Happy, opposite, sad. Okay. Now, next question. This is a simple math question. What is 8 into 7? I know most of you all might have guessed it right. Now let's move on to our next question. What has hands but cannot clap? This is a riddle. It has hands, వేటికి చేతులు ఉంటాయి, but they cannot clap. చప్పట్లు వేయడం కుదరదు హ్యాండ్స్ ఉన్నా కూడా. అదేమిటి? It's a next question. Which has one eye but cannot see? Which has one eye but cannot see? the answer? Cyclops, camera, button, needle. A, B, C, D. And I'm guessing the answer as needle. Needle has one eye, right? Daram vestam kada, that's the eye of the needle. The last question. What goes up but never comes down? What goes up but never comes down? Kite, age, smoke, ball. I'm guessing the answer as age. Age always goes up in number. Kada? So this was the short quiz anamata. So this quiz had some questions from math, some from English, and some of them are riddles. Okay, so now let's continue with our English class. English class lo last week manam nechukunna paataniki what is a continuation is what we are going to see now. Okay, right. So as you can see on the screen, manamu let's start with learning about first person. So in English, we just a second. Yes. So in English, we always say first person, second person, and third person. So first person ante enti. Let's begin with first person. First person means the speaker, ఎవరైతే మాట్లాడుతున్నారో, the speaker is talking about themselves. For example, if I'm talking about myself, then I am the first person. Okay. మీరు మీ గురించి మాట్లాడుకునే సందర్భంలో దాన్ని మనము ఫస్ట్ పర్సన్ అంటాం. ఓకే, నా పేరు రమేష్ అని చెప్పినప్పుడు that you are in first person. For example, I love reading books. Now here I is the first person. My favorite subject is English. Then here also in my ane padam you are talking about yourself. మీ గురించి మీరు మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. Then that is the first person. Okay, I love reading books. You are talking about yourself. My favorite book is English. ఇక్కడ కూడా మీరు మీ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. Then this my word is the subject. Usually pronouns ఉంటాయన్నమాట ఈ ఫస్ట్ పర్సన్, సెకండ్ పర్సన్, థర్డ్ పర్సన్. ప్రొనౌన్స్ అంటే ఏంటి మీకు తెలుసు కదా, the words that are used instead of noun ante I, me, he, she ivanni. So వీటిని మనము ఫస్ట్ పర్సన్, సెకండ్ పర్సన్ అండ్ థర్డ్ పర్సన్ గా డివైడ్ చేస్తాం. In first person, the speaker is talking about themselves. Okay, third sentence, we play football after school. We lo kuda you're talking about yourself. Ayundi ante we అని చెప్పినప్పుడు దాంట్లో మీరున్నారు, మనము మన గురించి చెప్పుకుంటున్నాం. వి ప్లే ఫుట్బాల్, కొంతమంది ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఉన్నారు, అందులో నేను కూడా ఉన్నాను. సో యు ఆర్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్. ఓకే, వి ప్లే ఫుట్బాల్ ఆఫ్టర్ స్కూల్. సో వాట్ ఆర్ ది ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఆఫ్ ఫస్ట్ పర్సన్? ఇక్కడ చూద్దామా. ఐ, మీ, మై, మైన్, వి, అస్, ఆర్, అవర్స్. ఓకే, ఈ అన్నిట్లో మనం ఉన్నాం. ఎవరి గురించి అయితే మన గురించి మనం మాట్లాడేటప్పుడు మనకి ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఇస్తున్నాం కాబట్టి ఇది ఫస్ట్ పర్సన్ అన్నమాట. సో ద ఫస్ట్ పర్సన్ మీన్స్ ద స్పీకర్ ఈస్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ దెమ్సెల్వ్స్. మన గురించి మనం మాట్లాడుతున్నాం. ఓకే, సెకండ్ పర్సన్, మనము సెకండ్ పర్సన్ గురించి ఇప్పుడు చూద్దాం. సో సెకండ్ పర్సన్ మీన్స్ ద స్పీకర్, అంటే ఎవరైతే మాట్లాడుతున్నాం. ఉదాహరణకి నేను, when I am talking, the speaker is talking to someone. నేను ఇతరులతో మాట్లాడుతున్నాను. It is used to address the listener. Listener అంటే ఎవరు? ఎవరైతే నేను మాట్లాడుతున్నప్పుడు వింటున్నారో. Whosoever is listening to me while I am speaking, they are the listener. When your teacher is speaking, you are the listener. When I am speaking, you are the listener. Okay, so second person always refers to the word you. Okay, you, your, yours, yourselves, even. So when you tell somebody you are doing a great job, then that you is the second person. Do you like to play cricket? And మనం క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుతాం కదా, we ask it to somebody else. Then you are referring to somebody. మీ ఎదుట ఒక వ్యక్తి ఉన్నారు and you are asking him that question. Do you like to play cricket? So that you is the second person. You should always tell the truth that you is the second person. Okay na? So తన గురించి చెప్పేవని, when the speaker is telling about themselves, all those pronouns are first person. I, me, mine, we, us, our, ours, ఇవన్నీ కూడా first person. ఇక్కడ second person, it always refers to the listener. So the word you is the keyword. You, yourself, your, this is your book. అన్నప్పుడు your is the second person. Yours, yourselves, right? And then third person. So what is a third person? Third person means the speaker is talking about someone or something else. గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నప్పుడు. Okay, so ఇక్కడ it is used when we talk about other people, animals, places or things. Here we are talking about other people, animals, places or things. What are the examples? He, she, it, they, them, him, her. These are all pronouns kada. He is a cricket player, that he is the third person. She is a singer, that she is a third person. Okay, it is a nice place. It is the third person. They, him, her, them, this, ivanni kuda third persons. Okay, including word this also. So he plays cricket every evening. So మీ ఫ్రెండ్ మీరు కలిసి, okay, for example, you and your friend Sita are talking about this your friend Ram. So what will you tell? He plays cricket every evening. మీరిద్దరు ఇంకొక అబ్బాయి గురించి మాట్లాడుకుంటున్నారు. So this person is the third person. He. She is reading a storybook. Okay, so your mommy will ask, your amma will ask, what is your sister doing? So appudu you will tell she is reading a storybook. So that she is the third person. They are going to the park. The word they is the third person. Okay, first person refers to the speaker. Second person refers to the listener. You, yours, yourself any words. Third person lo the other pronouns like he, she, it, they, this, ఇవన్నీ కూడా థర్డ్ పర్సన్ అన్నమాట. ఓకే, సో ముఖ్యంగా ఇప్పుడు మనం ఈ ఫస్ట్ పర్సన్, సెకండ్ పర్సన్, థర్డ్ పర్సన్ ఎందుకు నేర్చుకుంటున్నాము అంటే there is a reason. Okay, because we are going to learn about notice writing. ఈ నోటీస్ రైటింగ్ లో we use third person. అందుకే మనము ఒకసారి first person, second person and third person we just revised. Okay, now let's start. What is a notice? This is what we saw in our last class. Okay, so in last class we learned something about notice writing. So as you can see in the picture here, ఇలా ఒక పిన్ కానీ ఒక స్టేప్లర్ పిన్ లాంటిదో పుష్ పిన్ లాంటిదో పెట్టి notice is always displayed most of the times on a board at your school, in office, okay, outside some banks or office, educational institutions, you see a notice. So why do they put up a notice? Let's see. So notice is a short message. Notice ante enti, it is a short message and that gives some important information. A notice lo emuntundi, chala mukhyamaina information. And who does this notice refers to? It is for a group of people. This notice is always for a group of people. Okay, it tells So for example, outside your school, ఒక notice పెడుతున్నారు. So ఆ notice ఎవరికి? It is for a group of people, for students, for teachers, and for the parents. Okay, and it always has some important information. So ఏముంటుంది ఆ notice board పైన? It always tells about some events. For example, Independence Day celebration, annual day celebration, అట్లాంటివి announcements. So for example, if the school has some events like book fair, ఆ announcements ని ఆ notice board లో పెట్టచ్చు. Parent teachers meetings or children కి ఏమైనా instructions ఉంటే regarding school reopening date, fee payment, ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఈ notice board పైన పెడతారు. So it is a one page content. ఒక పేజ్ ఇప్పుడు మీ బుక్స్ లో ఉంటుంది కదా, A4 size పేజ్ లాంగ్ నోట్ బుక్ లో ఆ సైజే ఉండాలి. Okay, so notice is always short information. And also it tells about important information quickly. చాలా ఎక్కువ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఉంటే then it creates some confusion, ambiguity. So we always keep the language and the content of the notice short and clear. Okay na? Konni examples enti? Annual school day, change of school timings, sports day instructions ni ee notice board paina pedtaru. Chudandi కొన్ని examples. For example, school paina em pettaru ikkada. You can see some school holiday, science competition, exam dates, hospital, visiting hours of the doctor, and if there are any general instructions to keep clean, wear a mask, atlantivanni ikkada. Railway station lo ilanti boards chustam. In library chudandi, some library rules: be silent, keep books clean, do not write in the books, return on time. ఇది లైబ్రరీ రూల్స్. ఒక నోటీస్ బోర్డ్ ఇక్కడ చూసారా, ఈ పిన్స్ సహాయంతో ఒక బోర్డ్ పైన ద నోటీస్ ఇస్ kept. Okay, see, return on books on or before 15th June. ఇలా the notice board has a notice with short and very, very important information. Now, when you are writing a notice, how do you write? We should always use a formal language. The language has to be formal. Ante respectful language undali. Important information it should have. Grammatically correct. So when you are using punctuations, capital letters and all, it has to be very well written and appropriately used. Write in third person. Ante enti ikkada you are writing the information on behalf. The notice board lo emuntundi, oka school baita unte aa school tarapu nunchi information. If it is kept outside a hospital or in the lobby of the hospital, the notice refers to the information on behalf of the hospital. So akkada you should use third person. Ante enti ee I, okay, I tarvata me, mine, you. ఇది ఫస్ట్ పర్సన్, సెకండ్ పర్సన్ కదా, సో ఇవేవి ఉండవు. ఇట్ విల్ ఆల్వేస్ హ్యావ్ దిస్, ఓకే, దే, ఇలాంటి థర్డ్ పర్సన్ లో మాత్రమే రాయాలి. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్ ఇన్ థర్డ్ పర్సన్ అండ్ ఇట్ హ్యాస్ టు హ్యావ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. లైక్ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఈవెంట్ అనుకోండి. వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఈవెంట్? వెన్, ఎప్పుడు జరగబోతుంది? where it is going to take place, what is the venue, what is the location, and who can participate. And if you have any queries or if you have any doubts, whom to contact, ee details ni write the notice inside the box. Oka box table lanti dantlo rasta. For example, this is the notice, sample notice that is taken from your book. Okay, so you have to observe carefully. Okay, so ikkada em paina you have some keywords: inform, queries, health checkup, assembly hall, health card, please contact, Thursday and Friday, grade 6 to 8 ala rasi. So now meer idi chadivi suitable words ni include cheyali. For example, this is to dash all the students. Ante enti? This anedi third person kada. So this is to inform. This is to inform. The first word is this is to inform. Okay, కొన్ని రాస్తాను, కొన్ని మీరు guess చేయండి. This is to inform all the students of grade 6 to 8 about annual health checkup. Date ఏంటి dash 27 and 28. So ఇవి dates. So ఇక్కడ days రావాలి. Thursday and Friday. Okay, Thursday, Friday, July this day. Time, venue. Where is it going to take place? Health checkup ekkada jaragabothundi? Annual this one, assembly hall. It will take place in a big hall kada, like that. All the students are requested to bring their MHCOLI health checkup key. You have to bring your health card. Okay, for checkup, for dash or further details, for queries, for meeku emaina questions unte or further details, contact. Okay, so clear picture ikkada unchu. Annual health checkup అనేది heading. This ఈ స్కూల్ ఒక నోటీస్ ఇస్తుంది. దేని గురించి? What is the topic? What is it on? Annual health checkup. And you give all the details. Chudandi, this is inside a box. ఏమి ఉండవు. This is not a part of your notice. Okay, so ఈ గ్రీన్ ఈ రెడ్ లైన్ ఉంది కదా, ఈ రెడ్ బాక్స్ నేను ఇప్పుడు డ్రా చేస్తున్నాను కదా, that is how your notice will look like. ఓకేనా? సో చూడండి, ఇది ఇంకొక నోటీస్, ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్ డే గురించి. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఈస్ టు అని డాష్ ఇచ్చారు. ఆల్ ద స్టూడెంట్స్ అబౌట్ ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్ డే. అలా డేట్, వెన్యూ. ఓకే, యూ కెన్ ఫిల్ ఫ్రమ్ ది అబౌవ్. అదొక శాంపుల్. ఆల్ డాష్, అందరు ఎవరు? ఆల్ ద స్టూడెంట్స్ ఆర్ రిక్వెస్టెడ్ టు పార్టిసిపేట్ and help make the event a success. For more awareness or any queries, please contact please contact the undersigned. Okay, here you can mention any name. Okay, Asma, you can mention any name. ఏదైనా మీరు నేమ్స్ రాయొచ్చు. ఓకే, చూడండి. సో బికాస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్ డే, ద వెన్యూ ఇస్ ద స్కూల్ గార్డెన్. యూ కెన్ మెన్షన్ ద కాంటాక్ట్ నేమ్ పర్సన్, దే ఆర్ ది ఇన్ఛార్జ్. ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్ డే సెలబ్రేషన్ అనే దాన్ని ఆ నోటీస్ కి యూ కెన్ హ్యావ్ ఇట్ యాస్ అ హెడింగ్. ఓకే, సో దీస్ ఆర్ సమ్ ఆఫ్ ద sample notice. So when they ask you in school to write some notice, మీరు ఈ థర్డ్ పర్సన్ లో స్టార్ట్ చేసి షార్ట్ గా ఒక నోటీస్ రాయాలి. సో నౌ we will see, we have some words and let's see how we can use those words to fill it. Example, ఇక్కడ గ్రీన్ వ్యాలీ స్కూల్ notice July, some date is given. Okay, what are the keywords? Book exhibition, dance rehearsal, sports meet. Okay, now the school is pleased to organize a dash in the library during library week. Library week lo what the school will organize in a library? Dance rehearsal, sports meet, book exhibition. So we should organize book exhibition. The school is pleased to organize a book exhibition in the library during library week. ఓకే, జస్ట్ సబ్జెక్ట్ ని అంటే మనం డిఫరెంట్ టాపిక్స్ ని తీసుకుంటున్నాం సో దట్ యూ విల్ నో హౌ టు రైట్ అ నోటీస్. సో ఫస్ట్ ది మనం ఏం తీసుకున్నాము ఇక్కడ చూసినట్టయితే we took the textbook exercise, annual health checkup. ఓకేనా, గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, కీవర్డ్స్ ని ప్రతిసారి ఇన్ ఎగ్జామ్ దే వోంట్ గివ్, సో దే విల్ జస్ట్ గివ్ యువర్ టాపిక్. Okay, so question number 4, notice writing, topic, book exhibition arranged or organized at your school. Appudu school heading rasi, school peru rasi, notice and rasi, you have to put the date. Have a heading. It should have a heading. About what? So ikkada heading rastappudu enti telustundi manaki about what the topic is about, and then you will write the notice. Okay na? So ikkada example lo manamu we are taking a book exhibition. The school is pleased to organize a book exhibition in the library during library week. Let's submit. Yes, let's go for the next one. Students of Dash are invited to participate and make the most of this learning opportunity. Students of class 6 to 7 to class 6 to 8. Students of class 6 to 8 are invited to participate and make the most of this learning opportunity. Okay na? Sentence structure ela rayalo తెలియడానికి మనం ఇది ఇలాంటి ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ని చూస్తున్నాం. And then date, time avani undali kada. So what is the date? Date is, let's see, 25th July, and the year you can mention. Time between 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Venue, library exhibition, book exhibition ekkada jarugutundi? In your school library. Okay. And then students can explore a variety of books, develop the habit of, when you explore a variety of books, what do you develop? The habit of reading. Now submit. And then for more details, please contact the librarian. Okay, because it is going to take place in library, and librarian is the person responsible for taking care of the library, arranging the books in the library, issuing the books in the library. So you will contact the library. Okay, so your notice is now ready for, what did we make? A notice for the book exhibition. The school is pleased to organize a book exhibition. Okay. And then in that book exhibition, who are invited? Who all are invited? Classes 6 to 8 students are invited. And then you are mentioning about the time, date, and venue. Venue ante the place where the event is going to take place. And then you are telling the students, you are telling the people who are reading the notice that ఆ event కి వచ్చినప్పుడు students can explore a variety of books and develop a habit of reading. Okay. And for any queries or details, you can contact the librarian. So, మనం ఇప్పుడు ఎన్ని నోటీస్ చూసాం చూడండి. First is regarding the health checkup. Second is regarding the Environment Day. Environment Day రోజు ఏం చేస్తున్నాం మనము? All the students are requested to participate. The students are requested to participate and make the event a grand success. Okay. So you will meet at your school garden, which is the venue, on this day at this time, okay, for the event. Right? So these are some of the examples of notice writing. So some general notice manamu ekkada chustam anedani chusam. The first thing what we saw is, what is a notice? It is a short message or some information, but always it has the information. Now you don't put your happy birthday message on the notice board because it's a personal message that you want to send it across to a limited people. Here only important information, official information goes on the notice board, like school holiday. Sudden ga varsham padite, the school will issue a holiday, right? A rainy day holiday. Alanti informations manaki notice board lo veltundi. Okay. Change in school timings. For example, in summer time, if your school timings changes, then what is put on the notice board? This is to inform all the students of grade 1 to 10th that the school timings remains changed due to the high temperature, due to heat wave. So the new timings are from 8 to 12. Madhyanam school undakunda morning time ki maruste 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. ani rastaru. Okay, so all this done, you can also add some general instructions like all the students are requested to carry a water bottle and cap to protect themselves from dehydration or high heat. అని ఒక చిన్న ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ రాయొచ్చు. స్పోర్ట్స్ డే ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్ ఎలా రాయాలి? You should mention the date, day, venue, what is the dress code for the sports day, where it is going to take place, అలాంటివి annual day kuda ala. Okay na? So always you will use a formal language. You will use third person like this, he, she, avanni third persons kada. It, them, ala. You're talking about someone else, something else. No, you're not talking. Mainly you should keep in mind that here you're not talking about yourself. I, my, me ane words ravu. Okay, and then important part is what is the event about? Heading undali, eppudu, when, where, ekkada, venue, who can participate. Okay, event ankondi, who can participate and whom to contact. Always school notice board lo contact the admin office ani oka number istaru. So keep it short, keep it neat so that the notice whatever you are writing is very, very clear. Okay na? So this is what was our topic for today. I hope it is clear. So endukante it's a simple topic. You can frame your own words, but it has to be very short and kept very clear anamata. Okay na? So I hope most of you have enjoyed. So I am very proud of 7th grade, especially 7th grade, because most of you are writing the answers in the chat box. You have mentioned that there is some sound issue. We will check it from our end, what we can do about it. So coming back to the 7th grade English class. So most of you actively participate. The numbers are great. Meeku chakkaga answers rastunaru chat box lo. I'm very, very proud of 7th grade students. So this was our class for today. Next week also I'm expecting active participation, and I will come with a well-prepared topic for we all can discuss, interact, and we'll include more quiz, interactive quiz, Kahoot start chedamu so that it will be very, very interesting for you. Okay, so thank you all. I thank the students for active participation. Thank you the school management to be a part of it. I thank the teachers, support staff, and the students who have actively participated today. See you all in our next class. Jai Vidya Shakti Jai.